All right. And Mr. Peralta, it sounds like this is an agreement. You agree with this language?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And I'm going to rely on the parties to tell me when they want me to read that. So just let me know when it's an appropriate time to read this instruction.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Let's go ahead and bring the jury in.
Pardon. Paper doesn't stay on either.
Please rise for the jury.
All right, thank you. Please be seated. Ms. Varela, since we're beginning a new day, I'm going to swear you in again. Will you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm under penalty of perjury that the testimony you're about to give today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Mr. Peralta, you may resume.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor. Ma'am, you were asked extensively about incidents where you and Miss Rodriguez were actually apart during the time period after the murder and prior to your arrest,
Yes.
right? I'm going to approach with what's been marked as People's Exhibit 232, previously shown to defense.
232? All right.
Do you recognize that, ma'am?
Yes.
What is that?
It's a screenshot of Stacy's messages that I screenshotted.
Okay.
And
would that have been on your iCloud, ma'am?
yes.
And do you see in that metadata on the right side of that it deals with October 22nd, 2021?
Yes.
Is it fair and accurate?
Yes.
Do you recognize what's in it?
Yes.
And can you just generally describe what it is?
She's at my kids' dad's house. She took a picture of it. I could see his car and the house. I recognize it.
Okay. If we could move to admit and publish 232 at this point?
Any objection to 232?
No.
All right, the court will admit into evidence states 232, and you may publish at your discretion.
All right, ma'am. Up at the top, we see that it says Stacy.
Yes.
Who's that referring to?
Stacy.
Okay.
That was her contact in my phone.
Okay. Is that the defendant?
Yes.
And then what does it say, ma'am, to the best of your ability to read it?
It says, Hosanna, please. And then it says, answer or is Javi. And then she says, I'm telling you right now, it's me or Javi's going to do with it. I think she meant deal with it. She's like, so where are you at?
Speculation.
I'll sustain the objection. Ms. Varela, if you'll just read what's on there.
Okay.
And then it says, so WYA,
What does that stand for?
where are you at?
Okay.
And then she's like, I'm picking you up. And then there's a picture of her outside Javi's house. And then she said, hurry up.
Okay. I think we can take that down at this point. Now might be a good time to read the limiting instruction.
All right, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I have one instruction for you before we receive additional testimony. The evidence you are about to hear is being presented for the limited purpose of failure to report the crimes prosecuted in this matter only. You may not consider it for any other reason. All right, Mr. Peralta, go ahead and continue.
All right. Ma'am, to be clear, when you initially testified, you had discussed being scared
Yes.
of telling the police or anything like that.
Yes.
And you were cross-examined as to that. And now, ultimately, you're able to provide a basis of your fear. Is that fair to say?
Right.
In your proffer interview on June 8th, 2022, do you recall stating a variety of assaults that had occurred to you?
Yes.
Okay. And a variety of injuries that had happened to you at the hands of Stacy?
Yes.
To your lips, to your face, to your eye?
Yes.
Dealing with the Kayleen
Objection,
aspect?
leading.
I'll allow this question to sort of frame the witness as to the topic, but Mr. Peralta, once you have that so framed, I'd ask that you mind the manner of your questions.
I understand. For a variety of injuries to lips, face, eyes, others.
Yes.
Injuries to others of what you had witnessed, for example, Kayleen,
Yes.
who we've referred to as Isaiah, correct?
Yes.
Incidents dealing with cars that have been used against you
Yes.
at the use by the defendant.
And
Yes.
Mr. Peralta, I think the witness is sufficiently oriented as to the topic, so again, just mind the manner of your questioning.
Okay. Did you also tell Detective Burrows about an incident dealing with a knife that was put to you?
Yes.
Did you detail the time period of when your first fight happened to it continuing after the assault?
Yes.
Did you detail incidents with the defendant using her weight on you and others?
Yes.
And ultimately, ma'am, you discussed yesterday in questions to the defense that there was an escalation in abuse after Mr. Dickerson's death.
Yes.
Specifically, you noted that there was an incident with a knife.
Yes.
Can you outline that again for the jury?
Objection, asked and answer. This is bolstering. She's already described this.
All right, I'll overrule the objection.
You can answer, ma'am.
I remember that night we were fighting and she had gotten on top of me, and I remember her pouring water or alcohol all over me. I just remember being wet, and she pulled out a knife and she put it up to my neck and she cut off all my clothes, and she said if I ever talked to my kids' dad again, she was gonna kill him. And so she made me lay there naked and she told me to go to sleep.
Okay. Now, you testified to that yesterday.
Yes.
You've testified to that today.
Yes.
Did you tell that to Detective Burrows during your proffer interview back in June of 22?
Yes.
Did you also write about it in your phone?
Yes.
Ma'am, there was the discussion about you never bringing up Joker or Baby Joker, and that you had never discussed anything whatsoever about Stacy having any gang connections. Do you recall that line of questioning?
Yes.
Do you recall an incident during the proffer interview where you were discussing that after the homicide, you had heard Stacy talking on the phone where she was whispering and you weren't certain who she was talking to or what she was talking about?
Yes.
And do you recall saying, throughout our relationship, she was associated with these people, I don't know, like her gang she was associated with?
Yes.
All right. If I can now approach with what's been conditionally admitted as 212, which is 3 pages. take a moment to look at that, ma'am. Do you recognize that, ma'am?
Yes.
And what is it?
They're my notes that I had put in my phone.
Okay. Are they fair and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time, I'd move to formally admit 212 with permission to publish.
All right. And Ms. Devereaux, I'm considering all previous objections maintained. Is there anything additional as to 212?
Nothing additional, thank you.
All right, thank you. I will admit into evidence states 212, and you may publish at your discretion.
All right. Hopefully we can zoom in. Well, all right. Ma'am, would this be, I know it's a little cut off because the left, would this be note number 1?
Yes.
All right. And to be fair, there's a screenshot or an image. It's IMG 1297.png.
Yes.
Okay. And did you, I guess, have a habit of screenshotting certain conversations and then attaching them or sending them?
Yes.
Okay.
I would attach them to my notes. And
Okay. And so in this first aspect, can you describe what it says first off?
it says, if only you know I have to stay laying low because of what happened. Stacy's truck is hot. They're looking for it. And having my kids inside is putting them in danger. Being out in public is putting them in danger. I can't be home right now.
Okay. And that's from October 13th, 2021, below that?
Yes.
Okay. And then if we could scroll down to 2, a couple days later on October 17th, if you could read that to the jury.
I feel trapped, like I'm screaming and no one can hear me. I feel as if I'm in an igloo and I'm running in circles trying to get out. I'm scared to leave her. I can't be by myself for more than an hour. I want to be with my kids. I want to hang out with Javi, but I can't. She told me, if you go with anyone else, it's not just on you anymore, it's on them too. So choose wisely who you'll be with. And I believe her because I've seen what she can do. I need help, but I'm scared. She won't leave me alone. She won't. I'm sorry, Javi. I'm sorry to my kids. Please know that I love you. Please don't ever forget that.
Okay, ma'am. A few clarifying questions about this. You had specifically put that she told me, and then you quote, who is she?
Stacy.
Okay. And then you said, if you go with anyone else, it's not just on you anymore, it on them too, so choose wisely who you'll be with, end quote. And then the part after that, you said, and I believe her because I've seen what she can do. In the body of this, it's stating that this is from October 17th, 2021.
Yes.
So that would be exactly 2 weeks after this homicide.
Yes.
The homicide you witnessed.
Yes.
When you describe that you've seen what she can do,
Yes.
what are you referring to?
I was there when she killed him.
Okay. Scrolling down to October 3rd, is that fair that you just write that in the body, but there's not actually something attached at that point, like you had started it?
Right.
Okay. If we could scroll down to 4. All right, ma'am. Can you read us the note on November 2nd, 2021, that is note 4 on Exhibit 212?
Yeah. I said, I feel so alone right now. All my emotions are bottled up. I feel like I can't be my own person. I'm always being watched, followed, controlled, to the point I can't even look in a certain direction. Stacy has threatened Javi's life so many times where she told them to do it, to actually do it. I'm so torn and hurt. I'm scared to even move a finger because of one wrong move, she'll do it. And it's not a threat because I've seen her do it with my own eyes. She's keeping me from having my kids 24/7 because when I want to pick them up, it's a problem, or if I'm taking too long, or even if I walk them to the door. Seeing Javi broke my heart because I feel like I'm only with Stacy for Javi, not because I want to be. When I wanted to leave one night drunk, she held me down, put a knife to my body and neck, told me if I leave, she's killing him. She poured water in my face, cut all my clothes off with the knife, saying, I like the way your body looks, made me be completely naked, and told me to go to bed. I had bruises and little cuts on my body.
And ma'am, is this specifically the incident that you discussed at the proffer?
Yes.
Yesterday?
Yes.
Today?
Yes.
And you wrote about it on November 2nd, 2021.
Yes.
And then above, again, you had said that you're scared to even move a finger because one wrong move, she'll do it. And it's not a threat because I've seen her do it with my own eyes.
Yes.
What are you referring to?
Again, asked and answered.
I'll allow the question.
That, I seen him bleeding out, and I was there when she killed him.
Okay. All right, and then note 5. This is a long one, is it fair to say?
Yeah.
If you can begin reading it for the jury.
I said, I was living good. I was 21 years old with 3 beautiful children, together with my high school sweetheart for 8 years. We've been living on our own since 18 years old. We both had nice cars, good jobs, but the last 8 months of our relationship started June 2020. I started to distance myself from us. I wasn't feeling loved. I was crying every night. I was preparing myself to leave. Then in February 2021, I cheated on him with Stacy. We got into it and cops were called. A whole world flipped upside down. Having to learn how to live with 3 kids on my own and working at JBS nights was rough. Learning to live without someone you've been with for 8 years was something else. I met Stacy at JBS, and she made me feel like I was the most beautiful girl out there. She did everything that was missing from Javi. She started to stay with me every night after Javi and I separated. Leaving a healthy 8-year relationship, February 2021, remembering childhood trauma, learning how to heal from that, getting physical with Stacy, chasing me with her car, spitting in my face, on top of me and couldn't leave, hitting me with her car, fucked up my face to the point I couldn't even see from my eye. Lost my job April of 2021, fell into a deep depression, started to do coke 4 times a week and drink a lot on the weekdays. I would go days without eating and just drinking my pain away. Tried to end my life a couple of times by taking pills and drinking. Started to harm my body to cope with everything. It says July. In August, I lost my apartment and became homeless. Was staying at my grandma's house here and there. Mid-August, I walked in with my aunt touching my daughter while she was asleep. In September, lost my car. At this point, I was done. Tried to end my life again. I literally felt like I had nothing. Lost everything within 7 months. Only thing I kept fighting for was for my daughter. Didn't think anything else could have got worse. But then on October 3rd, I witnessed a traumatic death right in front of my eyes. I don't know to deal with this pain anymore. It felt like I was getting better. I wasn't drinking so often. I was mentally getting better, looking for jobs, a place to stay. But this, I can't even talk to anyone about this. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know how to handle anything. I feel so numb to everything. I just can't believe any of this is happening. I'm not strong. I can't fucking do it anymore. And then I put, if anyone sees this and I lost my battle, just know I tried. Tried my hardest. I want to say I love you, Javi. Right after witnessing someone get murdered, I had a whole anxiety attack. And my safe place was laying down in the apartment with you and the kids. When I'm nervous or having an attack, I think about you. You're my safe place. I felt homesick right after, and my home was in your arms. Javi, if you see this, I just want to say I'm sorry. The time I didn't see the kids for 4 days and wasn't picking them up wasn't by choice. I can't leave Stacy. I'm scared because of what she's capable of. I want to keep you and my kids safe. I've been on the down low for a reason, but Javi, just know I think about you 24/7. I crave your hugs 24/7. I'm sorry I failed. I'm sorry I couldn't be the mom and the wife you guys deserve. Just know I'm fighting every day to stay alive. I love you, Javi, and please forgive me. I know you will be an amazing dad to the kids because you are. I know you'll remind them how much I love them and that I would do anything for them. Thank you to my mom and my sister. You guys have no idea how many times you've helped me mentally and physically. I love you guys so much. You two are the only ones who supported me, backed me up to the fullest. I'm sorry because it kills me inside. Knowing if something would happen to me, your guys' world would fall apart. But please know I fought. I fought so hard. I love you guys. And to Stacy, the love I have for you is unexplainable. You've literally been by my side every step of this whole 8 months. You sat next to me while I drank and listened to me. You went out of your way to help me. We literally went through the same shit together. You slept in the car with me knowing you had your own bed. You offered to pick me up, my kids, when I had no car. To this day, you will put me first before yourself. It sucks because we both know we are toxic for each other. We never would have worked out because you're not good for me. You would have never built me into the woman I know I could have been. The love I had for you, Stacy, wasn't fake because I did love you. I will always depend your name and obviously keep it down for you. I'm sorry you met me at my lowest point in my life. I'm sorry we were both toxic for each other. I love you, Stacy. And last, to my babies, I am so sorry mommy failed you guys. Please, please, please don't ever forget that I love you. Mommy fought hard to be the best for you guys. Your hugs, your kisses is what kept me going. Please don't ever blame this on you guys because you guys were my everything. Literally my world. I love you, DeAndre, Jasmine, and Anai. I will always be with you guys. Mommy loves you so much, my babies. Tonight, while I was making dinner, literally my heart was so heavy hearing my kids laugh and playing, knowing I might not be here very long. I don't know why I wrote this, but I feel like everything happens for a reason. I love you.
Was that from October 6th, 2021 at the bottom? One last thing, ma'am. There was a lot of discussion yesterday in your cross-examination about where these notes came from, if they were written by the defendant, all those things. Remember that?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to come back to you with 220. And is it fair to say there are 6 pages on this?
Yes.
And I want to go through some of that. Ultimately, you provided these notes as well as the note to flight to your attorneys. Fair?
Yes.
And I'm handing you what's 204. As to 220, instead of passing it around to each person, Your Honor, we have taken photographs of 220 by the pages so that we could go through it. I will direct her on that. I just want to make sure that's clear so that we're not passing that, and then we can formally admit the pictures of it after.
That's fine.
All right, if we could put up 220 on page 1. Ma'am, is that fair to say it's pretty hard to read? Either in front, it's easier, I guess, in front of you than what would be up there, right?
Right.
You see where it starts with, "Hey, love"?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to try and read this, and then we're going to stop, okay, so that you don't have to read all of it after having just read that.
Okay.
Okay? Does it state, "Hey, love, I just read your letter, and yeah, I'm down to leave it in the past. Like, shit hurts, but I love you more than anything in this world, me more."
Yes.
See that start? Remember the other messages involving me more?
Yes.
What does that mean?
That's what she would call me.
Okay.
Like my love or
And then it says, "You're my whole ass soulmate. Fuck this. Look like," and on the Fetty Wap. Can you tell me what that means?
Fetty Wap. She just used that term.
Okay. And then it says, "I will always keep my promise. I've been told you since day one that it's all on me." You see that?
Yes.
How did you interpret that promise of it's all on her?
She told me if I just say I didn't see, hear, or do anything, that she was going to take the blame for it.
Okay. And so is this note consistent with the original plan of you guys saying that you, specifically as to you, that you didn't see, hear, or do anything?
Yes.
And is that consistent then with the note to flush that you got as well that's previously been admitted?
Yes.
Then it says, "I ain't no bitch. I know all the shit that's under my belt, mamas."
Yes.
Yeah. Does she discuss people being under her belt frequently to you?
Yeah. Like her bodies.
Okay.
The ones.
"I'm just sorry you getting hurt in the process. Trust me, Ma, I do feel for you, but I'm going to fix it on my truck. I will." What's it mean, I'm going to fix it on my truck? Like swear on my truck?
Yeah.
What?
That's what she meant. She really liked her truck, so she would.
Okay. Are we dealing with the Chevy Tahoe? Is that what's considered the truck?
Yes.
And is that the vehicle that we saw, I guess, in the arrest video that was published to you?
Yes.
Okay. "You're my only worry during this. IDGAF about nothing else, even me." Help us out. What's IDGAF?
I don't give a fuck.
Okay. And it goes, "I'm a hold it down with the Fetty no matter what. Don't feel obligated to be nice or think you got to be with me because it ain't even like that, Ma. I mean, like, I love you more than life itself, but go be happy when you out there. Don't trip about me. I'll be cool. You know I'm down for my shit, but anyways, don't worry about it. I give you my word, mamas."
Yes.
And then is it fair to say in that letter that it changes towards you?
Yes.
The next portion says, "Tell me why I'm so disappointed in the bitch you picked to fuck with, like, why?
Yes.
What are we dealing with there?
She was thinking I was with this girl while I was in county.
Okay, and then just a moment. Let me find out. You got feelings for the bitch, LMA or LMFAO? What's that?
Laugh my fucking ass off.
All right. Let me find out you get feelings for the bitch, LMFAO, no hate. If you do, but her old married ugly ass, tell me why everyone calling her, and then it goes into everyone calling her monkey boy, little ape, etc.
Yes.
Okay. And then LMFACO. What is that?
I'm not too sure.
Maybe I can't read the writing. Low key, I bothered by the fact that she knew you was my bitch and she still tried. And then we go LMFAO. I ain't the one with her nasty ass. All you need to know is that I want to see no funny shit up there. Who you been fucking with? But yeah, I maybe dodged.
Yeah, I think dodged.
Dogged and curved hella bitches. Been in intake all this time. What is intake? Like, is that a portion of the jail?
I think at the time it was like the COVID. They would put hold you for in like intake for like 2 weeks. I think they had a certain pod
Okay.
for it.
But again, you received this letter in jail, right?
Yes.
And this is dealing about being in intake, and it's your belief that intake is part of the Weld County Jail.
Yes.
Okay. So she dodged and curved hella bitches, been in intake this whole time. So I was seeing new hoes like every 2 weeks. These hoes be thirsty, LOL, but I didn't want to fuck around on you, ma.
Yes.
Fair? So in that period, after talking about taking the blame for you, she ultimately is accusing you of being with other people and saying how she has not cheated on you.
Yes.
Flipping to the back of that page, it starts then with, until I started hearing shit, I wasn't hurt. And then I'll let the exhibit speak for itself. I was mad, like, if why that ugly hoe can just have what's mine. TF? What's TF?
The fuck?
So that ugly hoe can just have what's mine, the fuck, but it's WFU?
I don't know what that means.
Okay. But it's WFU. I'm gonna let it slide, LOL. But yo, lady or man, best stop her with I ain't these other hoes. If she get some to talk about, she can come to me because I ain't scared of none, LOL, right?
Yes.
And then right after that, is it fair that she says, bitch can be number 6 under my belt if you get my drift anyways?
Yes.
Okay. So previously you had discussed at length the fact that Miss Rodriguez is telling you that she has killed other people.
Yes.
Okay. And at the time, you had witnessed her kill someone.
Yes.
And she is telling you that's not the only one.
Yes.
Is this an example that she actually wrote this to you in jail on this letter?
Yes.
I low-key ain't crazy no more. No mo. I be so calm. Laugh my fucking ass off. Just when it comes to you, I'll drag the devil himself, LOL. But tell you too. LOL, you sound different. SHM, is that shake my head?
Yes.
I was dying without you, me pinchy, gordita, hermosa. What's that?
She would call me that. It was like just one of her nicknames.
What's it mean?
I don't really know, honestly.
Okay. What you think about when you seen me? Do you even miss me? Who told you all that shit about me? Yeah, I gave up on life like 2 to 3 weeks ago because that little boy girl that goes to your door low-key hates me because the bitches she gets at all try and write me, but FW whoever you want, Ma. Like I said, don't feel obligated to do anything. I've been good. What about you? Is that WBU?
Yes.
Okay. Ion, talk to the fam. Laugh out loud while my mom sometimes, cause Janira? That-
Janita, I think.
Okay. But money for the phone, I guess Victoria told her, I'm not gonna read the next portion, what me and her did, so I'm assuming the low-key hate me, but when I talk to my mom, all she says is for me to tend them, she needs her car back, and that she's gonna die. Do you recognize the people being discussed as being related to the defendant?
Yes.
Okay, and who are they?
Janita was a girl that she was with,
Okay,
and Victoria is like the sister of somebody. I really don't remember. It's like a family member, like a cousin of the family or something.
okay, could you tell that there was a connection specifically to the defendant and not from some other random person in this case?
Yes.
Okay. And then it goes down. She asks, how's your fam? I seen you on court walking in with your hair down, LOL. But whatever you want to ask, feel free. I love you, Mia Moore, 143, always and forever.
Yes.
Fair? I want to briefly move through this. Page 3, it's the portion written in pen. If you scrolled to it, it's going to start with La, Amor, De, Mi, Vida, and then Mi, Gordita, Hermosa up at the top. Do you see that? There's also a portion that would be blacked out. Do you see that? You'll have to unfold it, ma'am.
Yeah.
You're on the page? Okay. Talks about, I'm going to summarize some of this. I love you. I know you hate me. It eats me alive how much I've loved you. Honestly, I'll never love anyone like you. I reread your letter day and night. I ain't shit the part where you wish you never met me and you were sorry for using me because you were hurt. Got me thinking if it was even love. My love was pure with you. Goes on to talk about that she wanted nothing else but to love you and treat you like a queen. That she fought hard to change and be better. It hurts so fucking bad to hear that you hate her. So I heard about that fake ass blued baby and your dumbass lady made I broke that shit apart with her ugly STD having ass. Is that another example of where she is accusing you of cheating on her in jail?
Yes.
Okay. Go get one, bro, because these bitches, she fucked you something, shake my head, happy I ain't fuck with them, but I ain't write you to talk shit, even though she just talked shit. Is that fair?
Right.
Okay. And then she goes, after I don't write you to talk shit, well, low key, LOL, because you about to make that old ass bitch get pimp handed. Is she quite being scared? LOL. JK, I'm actually being nice. And then laugh my fucking ass off. Nah, as a whole, as a lie, I've been so mean. It's so funny. It's only because she think you in love with her. Again, is that accusing you of cheating on her?
Right.
During this time at the jail, was she controlling?
Yes.
Okay. She says she only hated me because I guess you told her all kinds of fucked up shit out me that apparently everyone knows. I just think it's crazy how the excuse you gave for cheating was that he was all that you knew in this and that, and laugh my fucking ass off. But you go fuck nasty ass JS's? Honestly, all respect lost. That hoe is over here talking about you like y'all married or something about how you was all in love and shit's embarrassing. And it's embarrassing her. Laugh out loud. She said she only hated me because I guess you told her all kinds of fucked up shit out me. Apparently everyone knows. I just think it's crazy how the excuse you gave for cheating was that he was all you knew. Go on. You're fucking with some shorty, fucking around, want to believe all the shit that she was saying, but regardless of that, you shouldn't settle for a bitch. I'd like to think you're worth more than this bitch. Talks about how you piss her off. I miss you, and then the same sentence says, I miss you more than the whip. I officially say I love you, and then she says, but clearly you don't give a fuck, and I'll be missing you 24/7. Right?
Right.
General summary?
Yes.
Okay. Any doubt that portion is written by the defendant?
No.
Okay. Going to the next page, just briefly, again, I'm going to clarify it. Starts with, but sometimes. Do you see that up at the top, ma'am?
Yes.
But sometimes I think that you don't remember who I was when I looked into your eyes. I seen no more love, like it was just nothing. Hearing your voice felt so good. It's crazy how I'm willing to lose it all, but you couldn't even be loyal like anyone else's mindset would have been to fuck that bitch. It's like that, then a fucked up letter, like, bro, I be feeling some type of way. I still wrote you I still wrote you a whole ass love letter because I want you to keep your head up, but I want you to understand how much I love the way it felt when I was apart from you. You had me crying like a bitch. I felt like my whole life was ripped apart from me, not even my own mom get that kind of hold on me. You're the love of my life, dude. I was supposed to be with you forever. You was supposed to love me like I love you. All I want is you through all this bullshit, right?
Right.
So she's saying in this letter that all she wants you to do is be done with this
Right.
or through it,
Yeah.
okay? Is you through all this bullshit. All I want is you to be happy, and if that means I got to deal with Fetty, then fuck it, because for you, baby, hell and back, thick and thin, all day, no matter what, even though you a stupid bitch, laugh my fucking ass off. I love your stupid ass, ma. Tell that bitch, and then the N-word, right?
Right.
Okay. And then it says, then does it start talking, I guess, bad about Javi?
Yes.
Okay. And does it say, I still hate him, LOL. I checked this out. No matter if you see it or not, you will one day, that N-word will never love you like I do. I'm crazy, but when it comes to you, I'll drop anything and anyone, blood or not. Yeah?
Yes.
Every single one of them, MFS, love. You're the only reason my heart is still pumping. Without you, see no point in anything. You're my weakness and my strength all in one. I just wish you realized how much I love you. Right?
Right.
And then does it go on specifically to deal with the fact that it says, I fought so hard to be the only one for you. I got my mama over here crying, saying I chose you over her, that I chose you over my whole fam, and TBH, I don't regret it at all. This love I got for you is out of this world, bro. The promises I made when I gave you that ring, I plan on sticking to my word. Okay?
Yeah.
Were there relationship dynamics involving each of your families liking the other person and this relationship?
Like my family, like our families not liking each other, or
just you guys being together? I mean, here we have the aspect of that she chose you over her family.
right. Yeah.
was that conversations that you guys were having at that time?
Yes.
Does this further confirm that this letter was written by the defendant?
Yes.
Okay. And then as this portion on this page 4, it deals with the promises I made when I gave you that ring. I plan on sticking to my word. Is that fair?
Yes.
And specifically in Exhibit 205, that was a prior text message conversation about I'll kill an MF for you, like 6 feet under, and that you're to keep that ring on. Do you
Right.
remember that?
Yes.
Would that connect that this again shows that this letter was written by this person, and that's specifically Stacy Rodriguez?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any concerns about that whatsoever?
No.
Okay. And then he goes down further on page 4 that I'll always love you no matter what, because the promise, it's real love. It doesn't go away like that. You're everything to me. You're like a drug to me. I'm fainting for your ass, dude. I just wish you felt the same way about me. I feel like it was nothing for you not to be around me while I'm over here losing my mind, and I still miss being laid up with your fine ass, baby. I love it. It hurts to hear all the fucked up shit about me, like why you gotta go and say some shit like that. I'm over here willing to keep Fetty and all this shit his ugly ass comes with. Do you realize all he comes with? Diapers, bottles, wipes, literally. Can you describe what's being talked about there?
I believe she's talking about Christopher.
Okay,
Objection, speculation.
okay,
All right, I'll sustain that objection and strike the witness's answer.
okay. And in terms of the aspects of what had previously occurred, doing anything for you, again, these notes would have happened after your arrest. Fair?
Right.
And then in terms of the diapers, bottles, wipes, literally all that, and picking one versus the other, would you have kids in diapers at this time?
I did have a daughter in diapers.
Okay. And so in aspects of your relationship with Javi, was that always a point of contention in the previous aspect?
Yes.
Okay. Moving to page 5 just briefly, it starts that all the time and money probably for the rest of my life when you know his crybaby ass is both our problem. You see that?
Right.
Okay. But then it says, but if you keep fucking around and disrespecting my name, I'm going to sign the rights over to you and see how the fuck you like it. So your family could really have a reason to disrespect my name. Fair?
Yes.
And specifically it said, how TF you like it. How do you interpret TF?
The fuck.
Okay. I love you more than anything, but don't play me stupid anymore. Show me some respect and loyalty. I'm not asking for your love. I assume you're far from that. But honesty, your actions are making me change my decision. So at this point, I love you enough to set out rules. Don't ever, ever, ever disrespect my motherfucking name again, and respect me enough to not fuck with no one like that. And trust me, I'll find out. When you go back, you gonna cut your fucking side, bitch, lady, ugly ass, dyke, 100% off. Don't sit with the bitch. Don't look at the bitch. Don't breathe around the bitch. Understand?
Yes.
Then it talks about unless she's worth it, and then it says her or your main threes. How many kids do you have?
3.
I trust that you'll make the right choice. Throughout this time, did you feel like your family was threatened?
Yes.
I still can't believe you let a bitch like that fuck you, bro. Then you wanted people to watch her fuck you? You a whole different type of hoe. One more mistake and I'm gonna drop all my problems in your lap, understand? So funny how you sat in there, told me, don't take anything personal from here on out, in quotation marks. Remember that letter? Laugh out loud, bitch. How about if I tell you that, knowing damn right what the fuck I'm gonna do for you, and yes, you, cuz that could change, okay? Did you interpret that as a threat?
Yes.
Is there a way not to interpret that as a threat?
I don't believe so.
And it goes on, how fucking stupid you sound and look. You say that talk shit about me, then go fuck that ugly bitch. You need to learn self-respect. And if you like it or not, you're gonna put some on my name. If I love you so much, I really do. But you can't keep doing this cheating, fucking around, talking shit, making me look bad. You did that out there too much, motherfucker. Much, and that's gonna change while you sitting in there. But moving on, I hope I've made myself clear.
Right.
Did she make herself clear?
Yes.
Moving on, later in that paragraph, switches back. She talks, I hope you know my loyalty runs with you and always will, no matter what we go through, no matter what type of way you feel, about what mood you're in. You're the love of my life, and my heart will always belong to you, and you only. We've literally been through everything together. Laugh my fucking ass off. That's all on one page.
Yes.
And finally, ma'am, the last page talks about, it starts when you pull up to human being. You see that, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. Drink your coffee, love the fuck out of you, laugh out loud, thank you for all the good memories. Please don't hate in your heart. You're more than that. You're so beautiful in every way. Yeah, we was on some dumb shit with each other, but no matter what, I love how you made me feel. Where are my whole world? You're all I ever think. You ran through my fucking mind. Right?
Right.
Goes on to say, all day, all MF day, amor, I've been having dreams about you. I hate it when I wake up. I want to stay in them forever. I wish I could be with you forever. All I ever wanted to make you happy. Hopefully someone will. I miss you so much, stupid. I hope you miss me too. Shake my head. And then it transitions. Says, how are you holding up, though? I hope well, because I know you not a little...
There's no question.
I'm just reading the exhibit.
That's the problem.
All right, that's fine. Mr. Praley, you can continue. And if there's specific things that you're referring to, will you just clarify her where those are located?
I will. And then specifically at this point, it says, how you holding up, though? I hope well, because I know you're not a little bitch. And this female saying you would be on some shit in her room said it was all because I put you through this. Or put you through, is that true? Specifically in that, is it referencing the fact that other people are talking what you have been through because of her?
Right.
And then she finishes the letter by saying she loves you. You're the best female she's ever had. Is that fair?
Yes.
And again, do you believe this was written by the defendant?
Yes.
Now, you had previously referred to the fact that in 204, the note to Flush, that specifically referred to what as a name?
Baby Joker.
And you've testified at length as to Baby Joker.
Right.
You heard the defense cross you on the fact, well, she just refers to this as Baby or Joker, right?
Right.
But not both. 204 shows you that on the note to Flush.
I'm going to object to mischaracterization of questions and evidence. I never asked her about the word Joker.
All right, I'll overrule the objection. Ladies and gentlemen, you as the finders of fact in this matter, is it up to you to determine what the evidence has shown in this case? Mr. Praley, go ahead.
Is it again your testimony that the defendant referred to herself as Baby Joker as shown by that note?
Yes.
On this last page, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, do you see the writing at the very bottom?
Yes.
What's it say?
Baby Joker.
If we could zoom in on that. Do you have any other concerns that this was written by the defendant?
No.
Those are my questions. Thank you.